What's up guys, welcome to the Sound Design channel. My name is La and today I'm going to show you how to make a synth stab bass that I've got in this little idea I'm working on here. Just turn on some stuff. Cool, so yeah, this sound is made in Diva. It originally started from a preset pack by Neil Hoffman, which I'm going to show you. But the most important thing in this sound is actually the MIDI. It's the chords that I'm playing. I mean, you could play any chords, but what's important is that I am playing chords, not just single notes. I'll just show you before and after. So if I take away the chord here, we just play this on its own. It just sounds a lot flatter. And I'm messing a little bit with the velocity as well, just to give it a little bit of life. But yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm staying in the C minor scale, or the C minor pentatonic scale, playing C, G, C, F, and then D sharp and A sharp, and D sharp and A sharp and F, and then F and C. And so I'm just like figuring whatever melody I wanted, like to fit the track, but just making sure that I'm playing chords the whole time, because it really does help a lot. So let's recreate the sound from scratch. I'll drag over the MIDI. And we'll just solo this and loop here. And what we need is Diva. And Diva does use a lot of CPU, so you can use this multi-core thing straight away, which will spread out the core processors, and it will use a little bit less CPU. But you might notice in this video there be some little cracks and stuff, because the project is pretty full, so I apologize in advance for that. But yeah, so this is where I started from with this sound, from the melodic techno pack by Neil Hoffman. Really great pack, and it's the first one called Akagi, I believe. I'll just make this a bit bigger so you can see. Yeah, this Akagi. So this is what it sounds like, which has the right pattern or character, but it doesn't have the right tone. And so with this, the way that you can tell it's got the right character is because it's got that plucky feeling. It's like a short sound. It's not sustained. The release is not too long. And you just look over here and you can see that. So if you see this kind of triangle, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be like a plucky shape. We've got a quick attack, medium decay, and then a really short sustain and release. And the same with the second envelope here, which is just adding a little bit more to the cutoff filter. So you can actually work from this sound, or you could go to a template and work from there, which we could do. I think if we go from like the dupe ones, it's going to have the same kind of module here. So what we want is we want a triangle. In fact, sorry, the his preset and the Neil Hoffman preset is on this one here. So if you change this to dual VCO, which is the one that I used, and so what I had is a triangle wave on this side, which is pitched all the way down. Get rid of this LFO, which is messing with the waveform, and we're just going to leave this here, and then we're going to bring this over a little bit. So we're going to engage this second VCO just a little bit, and we're going to use a square wave and a triangle, and we want to pitch this down as well. So let's have a little listen now. I'll bring this cutoff down. Yeah, I mean, it's almost there, right? I think we just bring a little bit more of that in. And I've got this on analog 2. I think on his preset it's not on analog 2. It does change the character a bit from... You can hear it's a very slight thing. But yeah, I do prefer this analog 2 module. So what we want to do here is change this to boost, if I believe it's this one, and put this on boost. And it's going to really boost up that low end. And we're going to add the second envelope, and we're going to just change these into that shape again. That bite is coming from this second envelope here, which we do want, but we're just going to, make it a little bit softer. And there we go. That's the sound. And so what I did from here is I added a bit of chorus, and I wouldn't recommend that you always do this on your bass if you don't know how to do mid-side EQ, just because you're going to add quite a lot of side information in the subs. But I'm going to show you right now how you can then mix around that. So with the chorus, we'll bring that down a bit. It adds a lot of side information, but it really helps warm the sound up. I'm going to bring the rate down a bit because I don't want it to be too crazy on the wobbles. Alright, cool. So let's now go to the external processing. So what I was talking about before with mixing around the side information and stuff like that is just change this EQ to a mid-side. And with the side information here, we're going to cut. So you click the S or click the M and it will turn into an S. This represents the side information. We're going to do a harsh cut. And we're going to go here. And we're going to boost a bit here. And that way I'm cutting the real lows here at like 130 hertz. There will be a little bit that bleeds over. So yeah, around here, which is all good. We'll go back to the mono side and we can actually do another cut here. Just tidy up the real lows. And we can actually dip here where we're boosting on the sides. Cool, next we want some compression. Just where the notes are, you know, fluctuating, going up and down, there's going to be a change in volume, so we're just trying to contain the sound a bit. These settings are all good, maybe a little bit less release. And we're just making up for what we are reducing. And it's just going to fatten the sound a bit. Here makes quite a big difference. The next thing that we're going to do is add a saturator. So we're going to use a preset through Ableton called a bit warmer, which I'm sure you would have heard of if you've watched any PML videos. Get rid of this, and we can probably get rid of this as well. So with this, I'm just going to reduce the dry wet quite a bit and then bring it up. Yeah, around there. It is adding quite a bit of volume. I'm just going to bring this down. Yeah, around there is all good. The last thing that we need is a sidechain compressor. Potentially we need an EQ afterwards, but we'll see. So we're just going to sidechain to the kick, 100% ratio. Bring the attack down as low as you can get away with without too many clicks. Bring the knee up a bit, and then we go on to look ahead and change that to 10. So it's going to use more CPU doing this, but it's a lot more of an accurate sidechain. So now let's have a listen. I don't like a real strong pump, so I don't go all the way down with the threshold. Yeah, there's a few clicks and pops there. I think I'm just going to put a little EQ. Yeah, so really we're getting the nice body of the sound. We don't really need too much of the high information there. And that is the sound essentially. So let's have a listen and see if it sounds like the original that I have here. Yeah, despite just the volume change, and that would just be because of the volume I've got on the preset, which would be a little bit lower. Cool. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, let us know in the comments. My name is La. I do run a YouTube channel called Out of the Loop, where there's similar content to this. I do a lot of start to finish videos and things like that, which you feel free to check out. If you want to see more content from me, let us know in the comments as well. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any more of our tips. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.